Now I'm joined by two people who have worked so closely with the Queen over the years, Arthur Edwards and Dickie Arbiter. It's good to see both of you. And Arthur, you just seen there, that's one of my pictures, that's one of my pictures, that's one of my pictures. And we do have a selection of photographs. The first one's from 1985, if we could have a wee look at this one.
Oh, this
that's
picture.
A beautiful picture, isn't it?
Well, the great thing about this is, of course, the grandchild, Zara Phillips, who the Duke is, on his carriage bringing them to the Smiths Lawn Polo, and the Queen was just all over Zara that day. And in fact, while she watched the polo, Zara sat on her lap, which I've never seen any of the grandchildren do that, but she certainly did. And of course, the Duke was a very successful carriage driver himself. So
I know, and he did that up until not that long ago.
She's actually well behaved there because she could be an unholy terror.
Really?
I remember being at Horse of the Year show at Olympia one year, and she disappeared. And we went out looking for her, and she was in the horse lines. You just couldn't keep her still.
Gosh.
Oh, yeah.
The Queen would sort her out, though. The Queen would, yeah.
Well, of course, yeah. And she came an Olympic medal winner, didn't she, as a horsewoman? So.
No, it's a great picture. I mean, there's some fantastic photographs. Now, this is an interesting one. Something you don't really see the Queen very often. Wearing socks.
Well, this is 97. This was the first tour after Diana's death, and the kind of palace opened their windows and let a lot of fresh air in after Diana died. And this is at Islamabad, and normally we never see the Queen barefoot.
No.
That would have been, she would have, but she, given them a pair of British Airways socks, I think.
They look like that.
And really, I think poor taste, actually. And she walked towards us, and I couldn't believe it. I was seeing this, and I just took this picture. It was just, and she just... the Queen, I think, is normally so elegant, and that...
Nobody could carry that off, Arthur.
No,
there are actually three parts to this visit. This was the 50th anniversary of the formation of Pakistan, together with India. So she went to Pakistan first, then to India, and then 8 days after India was the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Edinburgh. Yes. So there were three parts. And in this particular visit, she did say that she hoped that Pakistan and India could reconcile their differences.
Well, she has that kind of figure. You remember she went to Ireland, and that was absolutely groundbreaking, wasn't it?
That was the most moving trip I've ever done.
Yeah.
I mean, when they played the British National Anthem at the Garden of Remembrance in Dublin, where all the martyrs from the Easter Uprising were buried, I mean, God, it was very moving. And the Queen, I mean, she was very moved, and she laid that wreath. I mean, it was just... It was momentous.
Yeah,
it was momentous. And,
momentous.
after that, everything seemed to get better,
And she does so many different things. I mean, there's a picture here. She's unveiling a statue here of a much-beloved comedian. I mean, this is her job. It's so diverse. There she is with Eric Morecambe. Well, not copying him, obviously.
No. Even I would never ask her to do it either.
She'd do it for you, Arthur. She'd do it for you.
Well, I got Mrs. Morecambe to do it after the Queen left, and she did it for me. But... no, this is you know that the Queen's smiling when she because none of us had a clue what the statue was.
You can actually see her smiling.
Even though you can't see her face, you're right.
And when they unveiled it, we all laughed.
We did.
It was just incredible. That was just so Eric.
And it was such an awful day. It was overcast, it was misty, and when we arrived there, the tide was out. And it's not the best of beaches, particularly when the tide is out. It goes out so far. But, that was just a little ray of sunshine.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. You knew that. And obviously she was a fan because, I mean, I think the stats are there. I think 27 million people watched the Christmas show. Yeah. So, I mean, she would have probably been one of them.
I think she probably would have.
Yeah.
There is a really good one of her here where she is actually smiling. She's got a big grin on her face. What's going on there, then?
Well, this is the Derby. This is, I think, I get the best pictures ever of the Queen of the Derby, and because she's a great love of horses and she relaxes, and the lady there, Lady Oswald, has told her a joke, it must have been, and she just roared out laughing. And the great thing about this picture, Lorraine, was that during the Diamond Jubilee, all the photographers that cover the Queen was asked to submit our best pictures of the Queen for an exhibition. 60 pictures for 60 years, and the Queen picked this one, so I was thrilled about that. And it went on show in Windsor Castle and Balmoral and Sandringham. Excellent. So it was. I mean, she's just so incredibly happy.
You always get happy, smiley when it comes to horses.
Yeah,
that's it, isn't it? She seems to be at her most relaxed then.
It's most relaxing. I mean, she can spot a horse that's injured 100 yards away.
She can spot one as winning because I've seen her cheering for the balcony.
But I love that.
Yeah, she gets very excited at races.
I think she puts the diary in her diary the date of the Derby first every
And
year
that's it.
because
And it's immovable.
The diary's immovable, Ascot's immovable.
Right.
OK, fit in the rest around.
Yeah, everything else can go totally
that's
round.
right.
There's a recent one of her celebrating her birthday. Here we are.
Oh, this was a few months ago in April, when her actual birthday, the 21st of April, and with her right-hand man there, the Duke, who's been, you know, he can be difficult sometimes, but my God, he's been a fabulous consul, and he's been there all the time for her. And,
Well, she's openly admitted that she could never have done the job without his support.
Really?
No, he is a total support.
And she has acknowledged that publicly, and he's a bit embarrassed about it because he doesn't like compliments.
No.
He shouldn't be. It's his birthday today, of course. We should say happy birthday
right,
to
yeah,
him.
that's
Yes,
right,
This was a
indeed.
fantastic day. The crowds were fantastic. And Arthur and I were talking about this earlier, and I felt the crowds were bigger than when she turned 80 because the route was longer.
That's right, yeah.
So more people saw her. But it was a great day. The weather was very cold beforehand. It was blustery. But she seems to have a divine right on it. And the sun came out and everybody
And
had
she
a good
still
time.
loves what she does. You can tell that.
She does.
You know,
And
she
look,
still has
and-
a vitality for life and a joy for
And
life.
she responds to the crowd, and when she sees the amount of people, you know, that just gives her such a boost.
Look at the face, it's so relaxed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And you would never think that lady was 90, would
Never
you?
in a million years.
No, she's just-
Extraordinary.
And well, he's 95 today, so I mean, it's incredible. I mean, they're just a
Yes.
great couple, and they're hard-working as ever, and they're still doing lots of
So
engagement.
there's hope for us yet.
We were just saying that, yeah. We've got another 20 years, Dickie.
There's hope for us
hard
all.
work,
There's
yeah.
hope for us
You
all.
might have.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Great to see both of you.
pleasure.
Really good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.